Hey there, island dreamers, locals, and anyone craving a slice of paradise. Welcome back, or welcome for the first time, to the Fun and Key West podcast, where the vibe is always laid back, the stories are salty, and the drinks, well, they're definitely frozen. I'm your host, Michelle O'Connor, your unofficial tour guide to the Conch Republic. Whether you're planning your first trip, your fifth trip, or you're just daydreaming about trading the cubicle for the ocean breeze, you are in the right place. Here's the deal. This podcast is your insider's guide to all things Key West. We're talking where to eat, hello, conch fritters and key lime pie, where to drink, spoiler alert, there will be rum, where to stay, and all the quirky, wonderful things that make Key West the one-of-a-kind paradise we all love. Plus, we'll keep you up to date on the latest happenings, festivals, events, maybe even the occasional Hemingway lookalike sighting. And just to keep things spicy, we'll be bringing on some amazing guests now and then, locals, business owners, and people who know the island like the back of their sandy hand. So grab your flip-flops, pour yourself a cold one, and let's escape to the island state of mind together, whether you're tuning in from your hammock or your commute, while wishing it was a hammock. We've got all the Key West goodness coming your way. Thanks for being here. It's going to be a lot of fun in Key West. Let's dive in. Hey there, wanderers. Michelle here with Fun in Key West. And today we're talking all about the steamy, sunny, and spectacular month of August in the Conch Republic. Yes, it's warm, but hey, so is everywhere else. But trust me, with a little planning and lots of AC breaks, August can be one of the best times to soak up all that Key West magic. From rainy day hideaways to can't-miss events like Lobster Fest and Rum Festivals, we're breaking down everything you need to know about how to make the most of your summer island escape. Insider tip, there's even a chance to score some sweet hotel deals since the crowds take a vacay too. Oh, and don't worry, I've got the full list of all the events and recommendations linked in the show notes. Because seriously, you don't want to miss out on any of the fun Key West has to offer this August. Grab your sunscreen, toss on the sun hat, and let's get wandering. Happy Wandering Wednesday. Today, it's Wandering Wednesday. I am Michelle with Fun in Key West, and I'm so glad that you have stopped by for another episode of Wandering Wednesday. So, August, we're going to talk about all about Key West in August. And I'm going to preface this. I think summertime is a great time to visit Key West. And yes, boys and girls, it can be warm. But everywhere's warm in summertime, right? As we've seen over the recent couple weeks that a lot of places are really experiencing some heat. But Key West is no different. But you're going to have that breeze that comes through a lot. All places, if not most places, if not all places, are air conditioned. So if you get really warm, you can step into an air-conditioned spot. And as you're walking down Duval, don't forget that those doorways are usually open and you can get a blast of cool air, which I think is an amazing thing. The other thing to keep in mind, we're in the middle of hurricane season, so watch your weather reports, be aware of what's happening, but there's always something to do. August and September are two of the rainiest months in Key West. You're going to get over 3 inches of rain in August and September. September, you're going to get more rain, usually 3.5 inches. And you're going to have in August about 20 raining days. But as we know about Key West and Florida, it doesn't rain all day usually. It'll come in, it'll go out, and so you can just plan accordingly. If your plans do get rained out, there are a ton of things to do in Key West if it rains. One of my favorite things to do is you can head over to the Tropic Cinema, catch a movie, have some fun. But there's a lot of indoor shopping you can do, indoor music to listen to, and just a lot of fun things to do. But just keep an eye on the forecast. It may not last all day. But yes, I'm going to reiterate, it is going to be warm. It is August. But if you want to cool off, of course, you can head over to a pool party over at Dante's. You can go check that out, go exploring in the water because, if it's going to be warm, you might as well be in the water having fun. And if you are watching us live, You can put in your comments. Robin has put one in that says, "You've been so helpful. I have been watching all of your videos coming in December with my daughter for a week." Robin, you are just going to have a fabulous time. Be sure to head over to FunInKeyWest.com and grab some of those guides, and you can also book your tours. But also, check out our calendar of events. I try to keep those updated so that when you are in town, especially during the holiday season, you'll know exactly when and where things are going to be happening so you don't miss out on anything. The average temperature in August is going to be a balmy 87 degrees. And so I'm thinking the best way to spend the day would be on the water. But again, that's what you're going to expect for August. But dive into it's August 2025. And what exactly is happening in August? This is the other thing about summertime. There's not a whole lot of things that are happening per se, but you still get the vibe and the feel and the fun of Key West without a lot of the crowds. And because not a lot of people come in the summertime, especially towards the end of August, because school starts up and all of that, sometimes you can get some really good deals on hotels at Key West. August 13th through the 17th, of course, you have Key West Tropical Heat that is occurring. That is an all-day male-themed pool parties and everything. Because keep in mind, Key West is a destination and it's an island that is very inclusive and has all kinds of events for the LGBTQ community. Of course, one of the new things that you must check out, and I want to hear all about it, is the Rum Fest in Key West. That is August 13th through the 17th. And so not only are you going to be in Key West, but you're going to be able to try some rums. And some of the best rums from around the world will be showcased at the Rum Fest. You could also go out and experience sunset sails, sandbar trips, rum strolls, food and cigar events. And these cigar events may even feature rum. Imagine that. And you're going to have two, not just one, but two Jesse Rice concerts. I love Jesse Rice. You guys like Jesse Rice? I love Jesse Rice. When I am in a Key West island mind state, I just put on Jesse Rice. I just love his albums. And there's going to be a third concert with Cliff Cody and Cherise during the annual rum cake competition at the Key West Theater. And there will be a rum tasting there as well. So be sure to check that out. Some other things that are occurring around Key West in August, of course, as you explore the Keys, and if you get a chance to go up the Keys, the History of Diving Museum is doing several exhibits through September and through the end of the year. So be sure to check out the History of Diving. If you're driving down or driving up or just want to go explore something, they have some amazing exhibits that they're highlighting. Fringe Theater Key West is having some productions as well. I'm looking at my list here. Lobster Best is happening in Key West for the next 4 days through August 10th of 25. So it says, let's eat lobster in air conditioning this year. And so restaurants will put out their best lobster dishes and appetizers, as well as the Key West Cooking School. Raise your hand if you've been to the Key West Cooking School. Be sure to check that out if you are a foodie. Key West Cooking School. But anyway, the Key West Cooking School will teach you how to cook lobster as you sit back and enjoy drinks and appetizers. And on Sunday, the Artisan Market will have everything lobster, including food trucks. So be sure to check that out if you are in town. Every Thursday, if you are in Key West on the Truman Waterfront, there is a farmer's market. Be sure to check that out. It's from 2 to 7 p.m. And so that you can go check out great food options, ready-to-eat items, fresh Florida produce, other grocery items, along with gifts and everything else that you probably want to check out. It's a great place to go support local artists and pick up the perfect souvenirs for those that did not come with you. Of course, the first Thursday open house is occurring at the studios of Key West, and they invite all to visit during their first Thursday open house. And so you'll have art there and conversation and community after hours. You can wander through the gallery showcasing the newest exhibitions. You can sip drinks under the stars on Hughes Rooftop and explore the creativity in the third floor artist studios. So be sure to check that out. And again, we mentioned that the Key West Artisan Market is August the 10th, and it's going to be the Lobster Fest edition. So be sure to check that out. It's 10 to 2 at Higgs Beach. If you have young people that you want to entertain, or if you just want to try something new, different, and free, although I do recommend a donation, check out the Sheriff's Animal Farm Open House. And that is on August 10th. And you can go over to the Monroe County Sheriff's Animal Farm from 1 to 3. And they have a possum, sloth, goats, bird, and so much more over there. It is free, but I always recommend some donations. You also have, I'm just scrolling down through here. So August 14th is the other Truman Waterfront Farmers Market. Mary Elizabeth is saying hi. And then the Key West Art and Historical Society on August the 15th is presenting Happy Hour with a historian at Comedy Key West. And so this is a lecture series that they've been running throughout the year. And it's set for Thursday, it says August the 14th, even though the invite says the 15th, but it looks like it's the 14th from 5 to 6. And it'll be at Comedy Key West, and that's over on Whitehead Street. And next month, they're going to have an architectural crown jewel, a history of the Custom House. So if you're going to be in town in September, you can check that out. If you are a triathlete, if there's still spaces available, the Key Largo Triathlon is occurring on August the 17th. And you can join award-winning writer Alicia DeFonso for Right Where You Are Key West Edition. It's a free pop-up writing workshop. So if you're trying to plan, how are you going to spend that next section of your life, or maybe a new career, try this pop-up writing workshop. It's free. It's August 22nd if you're in town from 10 to 11 at the Key West Gardens. And it's going to help you sharpen your voice, start your story, and find your people. And while we're talking about book clubs and writing, I'm going to promote shamelessly the Fun in Key West book club. So go to FunInKeyWest.com, grab over on the book club tab, and be sure to check that out. Don't forget, the Walk on White is the third Thursday, and that's August 21st this year. So you're going to have over 20 locations of artists and painters and photographers and sculptors and all these other artists will be there from 6 to 9, and it's over on Green Street. Be sure to take that in. And of course, the Animal Farm and Sheriff's Animal Farm Open House is again on the 24th. You have the other farmers market then on the 28th. And Key West Brew Fest. I'm not sure 100% if this one's still on or not. I had heard rumors that it was not going to occur this year. But if it does occur, it will be August 28th through the 31st. Like I said, I just didn't know if it was going to be around. August 29th through September 1, Key West is going to honor the late Jimmy Buffett. And it's just a few friends, Key West. And so you're going to join over Labor Day weekend. And it's the second annual. And it's going to honor Key West's favorite son, Jimmy Buffett. And you can kick it off with a pre-party meetup on the 28th. On Friday morning, the city of Key West will proclaim State of Florida Jimmy Buffett Day, followed by activities on and off water, foodie events, and some great times will be had. Saturday features a run walk, and then you have the Margarita Bar Crawl, along with tours, lectures, rum tastings, and music, obviously. And Sunday's highlight is the epic Second Line Parade starting at 5 p.m. And so be sure to check that out if you are going to be in town for that. That's a wrap up of what's happening in Key West in August. Other than other people have reached out and said that they will be there. If you are going to be there and need more information, let me know. Drop it in the comments. If you're watching us on YouTube, be sure to put it down in the comments. I answer all of those comments. If you're listening to us on our podcast, drop me a DM and say, hey, Michelle, I'm coming. And I will direct you first to FunInKeyWest.com to our calendar of events. But I love helping people try and figure out things that they can go check out and make the most of their Key West visit. You guys have a great Wednesday. Thanks for stopping in. Thank you so much for being part of the conversation, for joining me on these lives and YouTube and the podcast and all of the support that you guys give. I truly appreciate it. Without you, I wouldn't have anybody to talk to. So I appreciate you guys stopping in and letting me tell you all about August in Key West and why you need to be in Key West in August or at least September. Come on, go to Key West, book that trip, check it out. Let's see what we can do. Talk to you later. Thanks for wandering through August in Key West with me today. From breezy beaches to rum festivals, lobster fests, and even a few chances to mingle with sloths at the sheriff's animal farm. August in the Concord Public proves you don't need crowds to have a blast. Tropical heat and rum fest bring the party vibes and maybe a little rum-fueled dancing, no judgment. Lobster dishes galore at Lobster Fest will make you rethink your dinner plans. Rainy day, no big deal. Key West has indoor treasures like Tropic Cinema, cozy gallery tours, and shopping to keep the fun rolling. Big tip, fewer crowds mean it's the perfect time to snag some hotel deals and explore without the hustle. Want the full rundown of everything happening in August? No worries, I have it all linked in the show notes. Go over there, check it out. Now, if you're like me and love being in the know about all things Key West, make sure you sign up for our Fun in Key West newsletter. It's like your VIP pass to insider tips, updated calendar events, happy hour wins, and all the Key West secrets you didn't even know you needed. Head over to FunInKeyWest.com to sign up. Before you go, like this episode if you are mentally packing your bags for Key West. Share it with your travel buddy or anyone ready for a summer escape. And let me know your favorite Key West activity or what you're most excited to try. Thanks for spending your time with me today and letting me hype up one of my favorite months in paradise. Until next time, keep dreaming, keep planning, and as always, keep it Key Westy.